Hello everyone, welcome back to Light Source Engraving. Today I have a fun project for you. I'm going to show you how to do it. And then to download the files, you're going to have to head over to the Laser Maker's Realm, where this will be posted with the complete downloads for the files and my settings. So enjoy the video here, then head over to Laser Maker's Realm, enjoy the video there, and like and subscribe to both. They're both awesome channels, I think. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Let's just jump right into it. What we're going to make today are these two cool little home signs. Tyler at Alaska Laser Engraving sent me one of these. These are inspired by him, and I'm dedicating this episode to Tyler as he's having to make a move real quick, and I just thought it would be nice to do for him and his family. So good thoughts heading their way. So we have the wooden piece cut out of plywood, and we also have a leatherette patch. So I'll show you my settings on the fiber laser for a leatherette patch. And of course, we have to show you Tyler's original piece that he sent me. This is really nice. I mean, I can see you. And I think you'll enjoy creating these. Let's head into LightBurn, and then I'm going to unveil, I don't know, one of the best kept secrets on the internet when it comes to any maker and making quick designs and valuable resources and assets. You're going to love this website. Check it out. I've exchanged messages with the owners. They know that I'm going to be mentioning them in this video, so be sure to go over there and check that out. Their site looks like it's supported by advertising, so head on over there, click a few links, and give them some clicks and some traffic. I'd appreciate it. With that being said, let's just head right into LightBurn and get started. All right, so here we are in LightBurn, and this is my design that I made. So what we're going to do is duplicate this, but this is a dedication episode. So we're going to use Suncatcher Studio to help us out making this design really quickly. First thing you need to do is draw you a box, unlock your aspect ratio, and type in 85 by 65, and you can lock that back. We're going to set this to a fill, blue, or a line, excuse me, blue's already aligned. We'll set it there, and we want to give our corners a little bit of shape other than just a square. So let's just add a corner radius, whatever you like. I'm going to use 3 here. So let's create our inner border first. We'll do an offset. We want it inward. Offset distance, we'll do 2 millimeters. And let's make sure it is round. And then we'll hit OK. So there's the first offset. Now let's add a second one at 2 millimeters. And then select resulting objects is selected. We have our selection tool active. So let's select the first offset. Let's group these and then change them to a fill layer. I have black selected to fill. So there we go. Now let's make our little hanger. So all we need is hold down Shift, select the circle tool, click, hold Shift, and drag, and you can make it as big or as small as you want the hanger to be. So that is 11, which is fine. And then we're going to do, I'm going to go to my selection tool, then we're going to do an offset. And let's just go with, say, 2.5. Now let's group these two and put it in position. So select it, then select the frame second, and we'll hit the center button and we'll get those centered up. Now you can move this up or down however you want it to look and appear in your final engraving or cutting. And I like keeping the bottom of the circle just about even with the top of the frame. So let's go right there. Select that shape, then select your border. Then we'll go to our Boolean tools, and we are going to unite, or weld all these shapes together. Remember, this circle cutout needs to be grouped so it's treated as one shape, and then this will be second shape. And don't hit offset, hit that one, and there you go. There's our cut line for our hanger and our little home plaque. Next, pick a font that you like and start with that font. I'm going to use the Otami font that I have, and I'm going to type home, and you'll see that's the one I used before. We'll set it as a fill layer. And that seemed to work real well with the outline of West Virginia. However, you might want a different font that matches your preferred state outline better than this font. Now we're going to head to Suncatcher Studios, and this is the home page. And you're going to see all kinds of tools to make all kinds of different graphics. You can do curved text generator, text in a circle, split monograms, family signs, county maps. We are wanting to head to right here at the free all 50 states patterns. This episode is dedicated to Tyler and family, so we're going to click Illinois. And then when you click on a state, you'll see many options. We have the circle logo there, just an outline with the text in it, county maps, a heart, monogram. All this stuff you can create in just a matter of minutes. I just want to grab the state outline. So download, edit. Color 1 is gray. I actually don't want that, so let's go no color. There's color 2, and this is beautiful. Save SVG. So there it is downloaded. I'm going to show it in folder. I'm going to minimize this window to get back to LightBurn and just drag this SVG right into LightBurn, and boom, you have Illinois. It does come in with their watermark on it. You can just delete that off. And then we're going to make sure we set this to a line layer because that's what we want. Okay, when we did our offsets, we started with 65 height and we did a 2mm and 2mm offset, so we're at least 4mm shorter. And to make it fit real nice, let's just go around 10mm. So let's make this a height of 55 and see where we're at. I brought it down to 50mm, and 50 looks good in that space. So now all we need to do is add the text. All right, 55 looks good. So let's go with that and move our home text in place where we think it will look good. All right, what I'm thinking is I'm going to like this font as well. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to make it smaller. And I think that H would look pretty good right here. Then we could actually have go right through the dip. I think that would look good. And we could give it some flair this way, or we could even make it up here. Actually, let's just go with making it bigger. Let's go with 22. I like it. Let's let the tail of the E actually run into the frame, and we'll just see how it looks once it's burned and engraved. And have that H cut into the state a little more. Let's go with that. Then this line kind of follows that, and it looks pretty neat. Now let's cut this piece of the H out of the state. First thing we need to do is create an offset. I'm going to do an offset of 1mm. It's going to be outward, and we're going to do outer shapes only, because that's all we need. Because all we're concerned about is this outline. So this border doesn't get in the way, I'm going to switch it to another layer, and I'm going to hide it. Then we can focus in on selecting the state outline. The shape that you want to keep needs to be selected first. we're going to use the Boolean subtract tool and subtract A minus B. So we want A minus B. So shift and click your outline, the offset that we just created. Then go to the Boolean tool and boom, we've cut that H out of the state of Illinois. We know we want that to be a cut layer, so let's put it back on blue. Let's bring our green layer back. We'll click that and we'll just change it back to black. And there we go. It's that simple to create a state outline. All right, now we have that finished up. Let's get it sent over to the CO2. We'll get it cut and engraved and take a look and see how it turned out. All right, for my CO2, I'm running the NOUA Laser 60 watt today, and it has the hybrid stepper, so I'm running a fast speed, and I'm running a speed of 800 for the engrave, 50% power, 0.08 line interval. For the line after the engrave, I will be running a speed of 50, power of 17, max power min of 10. And then for my cut settings, it's a speed of 10, power of 90. And I do have the power supply adjusted, so at a power of 90, its max output is 28 milliamps. All right, here is our Illinois home plaque, fresh off of the CO2 laser. It looks good. Not too bad. This is walnut, so the color's a little different. I could have got that home darker, but I just wanted to run it fast and get it done. And then let's compare it with Tyler's original. Looks pretty good. If you've hung around this long, I'm going to convert the West Virginia home plaque into a hat patch. It's very simple, so let's do that real quick and then we'll run it on the fiber. All right, so we're back in LightBurn. We have our graphic and we're in the fiber laser workspace now. I have a 175 millimeter lens installed. I'm going to run this on the 50 watt Raycus, so 175 lens, 50 watt. What I want to do is resize this border to create a framing outline. And I need it to be the size of our hat patch. We're going to unlock our aspect ratio. Width is 64, height is 40, and there's our hat patch. Now I'm going to convert that to a toolpath using T2, and then I want to grab these graphics here and convert it all to black, our fill layer, and then resize that to a height of approximately 37. Then we can just grab it all and center it. You need to make sure it's grouped first. So I'll leave that mistake in there so you can see. All you have to do is Control Z, go back, group it, then center and center. So now all we have to do is take this graphic and frame it on the fiber laser, make sure we're lined up, and then adjust our settings. For the Raycus 50 watt, I'm going to assign my gray, light brown, dark brown setting. And that is 2 sublayers. First one is a speed of 1500, power of 15, frequency of 80, line interval of 0.02. It runs 2 passes at a 45 degree, at negative 45 it starts. It auto rotates and then does a 100 degree turn and runs second pass. This is set to flood fill. This initial layer, sublayer is a flood. The second layer is a speed of 1500, power 17, frequency 80, same line interval of 0.02, scan angle of 45. It runs at a crosshatch and runs one pass, so one crosshatch pass. It is not a flood fill, but I do have it set to fill shapes individually. Found this is the best way to get a nice dark mark on this JDS leatherette. So I've assigned that setting, and let's go ahead and burn a couple patches and see how they turn out. All right, we've burned a couple patches. Here's how they turned out. I think they look pretty good. So those are some starting settings for you to try. Every laser is different. The max peak pulse on my fiber laser might be different than yours. Beam quality might be different. Power output could be different. Lens is different. So these are just starting places. Do not expect to copy them exactly and expect them to work exactly. But that will at least give you a place to start. We have our patches, wood plaques, and then I have a bare wood plaque as well. And overall, I think this is a great little project. Thanks, Tyler, for the inspiration and allowing me to copy your design. I hope you enjoyed this video. Lots of exciting stuff coming up. Have a 3D engraving tutorial. There's going to be a free file for you to download and be able to follow along with the video. That is going to be provided by a company that I'm not going to mention yet. I want to kind of build up some suspense to see who's providing this free file, but it's awesome. I tested it today. It's great. With that 3D engraving, I'm going to show you in 3 different parts how to 3D engrave metal, slate, and then I've got a really special one. Let me show you. How about 3D engraving acrylic with your CO2 Galvo? This is 2 different colors glued together and 3D engraved. So there's enough for that little teaser. On the Laser Maker Realm channel, in 2 weeks on a live stream, we will be burning a file, and that file will be free for everyone to download. So mark your calendars. April 30th, I believe, will be the date for that live stream. I also stole a pot from the kitchen. Hopefully my wife doesn't care. But I now have my 80-watt MOPA, and I am doing lots of color testing. So hopefully I will have a pretty cool color demonstration video coming up in the near future. I'm also going to show you how to properly do a photo on a business card. This is a photo from ImageR. It was dithered in ImageR, and they have free photos on their website. I'll put a link in the description for that. But I want to show you guys how to achieve similar results with your fiber laser. And if you like coins, I have something special coming up on LA Hobby Guys channel. We'll be doing a live stream and doing a 3D engraving of a coin. I'm not going to give any more details, but stay tuned for that. I also have the 1000 watt Raycus 3-in-1 laser that I'm going to be doing a demonstration of. The weather's nice, I can get outside. I have a trailer from the early 90s that is rusty, the paint's coming off. I'm going to clean that whole trailer and knock all the rust off with this 3-in-1. So that will be a fun project, and you guys will get to see how it works. I've also been in contact with a local fellow that operates a welding shop and plasma CNC cutter. And he is a top-notch welder, and he's going to come up and we're going to get some footage and film of using this 3-in-1 to cut metal and weld steel and aluminum and whatever else we can get our hands on. So that will be coming soon. But what I'm really looking forward to is you guys leaving a comment down below telling me what you would like to see on this channel. What can I teach you? What do you need help with? Do you have any oddball ideas you want me to try? Because I'm up for trying to engrave about anything with any laser, or try a new technique or develop a new technique. Please leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you like about this video, what you didn't like, what I could do better. I'm open for constructive criticism and also positive feedback if you have any of that too. That being said, see, Patreon I mentioned, what's coming up I mentioned. I also want to mention my friends and their channels, Geo at Maker Theory, Steve, Hobo with Wood, Rich, LA Hobby Guy. Be sure and check their channels out. Jerry at 3DHP, check his channel out. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'll get you in the next round. That's it for today. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great day.